Charles Strouse, the acclaimed composer and lyricist known for his work on iconic Broadway shows such as Annie, Bye Birdie, and Applause, passed away peacefully at his New York home on Thursday, May 15th. He was 96 years old. His death was confirmed by his 4 children Benjamin, Nicholas, Victoria, and William Strouse. He was preceded in death by his wife, choreographer Barbara Simon, whom he married in 1962 and who passed away in 2023. A private ceremony will be held at Frank E. Campbell Funeral Chapel in New York City. Born in New York City in 1928 to parents Ira and Ethel Strouse, Charles Strouse began playing piano at the age of 10 in a 2009 interview. He recalled that his earliest exposure to music came from his mother, a pianist with a fondness for ragtime. Hoping to lift her spirits, he began experimenting on the piano to bring her joy. Strouse graduated from the Eastman School of Music in Rochester, New York. In 1947, he continued his studies with renowned composers including Aaron Copland and Nadia Boulanger. Early in his career, he supported himself through various musical jobs arranging for 20th Century Fox, accompanying auditions, and playing piano at the Actors Studio, among others. Over the course of more than 70 years, Charles Strouse built a distinguished career in musical theater, contributing some of the most cherished shows in Broadway history. His Broadway debut came in 1960 with Bye Birdie, created in partnership with lyricist Lee Adams, whom he had met in 1949. The show was an immediate success and earned Strouse his first Tony Award. One of its standout numbers, Put on a Happy Face, became a popular standard. Bye Birdie was later adapted into a hit film in 1963 starring Dick Van Dyke, and again in a 1995 television version featuring Jason Alexander and Vanessa Williams, a project that earned Strouse an Emmy Award. Reflecting on the success of Bye Birdie in a 2008 interview with NPR, Strouse remarked that he considered himself a very lucky man, noting that the show was, at one time, the most frequently performed production in the country. Following that early triumph, he continued to write for the stage with musicals such as All-American 1962, Golden Boy 1964, and It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman 1966. In 1970, Strouse earned his second Tony Award for Applause, a musical adaptation of the 1950 film All About Eve, which starred Lauren Bacall in the lead role. 7 years later, Strouse achieved perhaps his greatest triumph with Annie, created in collaboration with lyricist Martin Charnin. Inspired by the classic comic strip about a spirited red-haired orphan, the show earned him a third Tony Award. Several songs from the production, It's a Hard Knock Life, You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile, and Maybe, have become musical theater staples. The show's most iconic number, Tomorrow, has been performed by countless artists over the years and is widely regarded as one of the most memorable show tunes of all time. In his 2008 memoir Put on a Happy Face, a Broadway memoir, Strouse reflected on the unique creative opportunity songwriters have when writing for characters the audience is just beginning to connect with. He described it as one of the greatest privileges in musical theater. With Annie, he recalled that this moment came when a young orphan needed a transition between scenes, so they introduced a dog and gave her the hopeful ballad Tomorrow. Strouse also composed music for several films, including the 1967 crime drama Bonnie and Clyde, starring Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway, and the 1968 comedy The Night They Raided Minsky's. His other film credits include There Was a Crooked Man 1970, featuring Henry Fonda and Kirk Douglas, Sidney Lumet's Just Tell Me What You Want, and the 1989 animated film All Dogs Go to Heaven. In recognition of his contributions to music and theater, Strouse was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1985. He was also honored as a member of the Theater Hall of Fame and received multiple honorary doctorates throughout his lifetime. He is survived by his 4 children and 8 grandchildren, Sam and Arthur Strouse, Novo Strouse, Vivian, Weston, and Eva Brush, as well as Owen and Theodore Strouse. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos.